today I'd like to do a tag video, and this is a tag from Gina Lovepeaceandlipgloss, one of my favourite channels here on YouTube. First thing is, I really like sparkle, as you can probably tell, and a few of these are quite frosty, but none are quite as sparkly as this. And I think this is limited edition, and it's from the Dazzle lipstick finish, and it was one of Gina's favourites as well, and it's called Liquid Lurex. And it looks like a really interesting green colour. When you apply it, it looks quite golden, and I really like this one, especially for the centre of the lips. Makes them look noticeably fuller. Really like that. The next one I've got is called Bubbles, and this was also limited edition, and it looks like that, quite white. And this is not one which you can wear alone, but when you layer this, it layers really well, especially if you wear this with a lipstick on top and a gloss on top. This actually makes a tangible difference and really makes lips look fuller, so really good for that. The next one I really like, similar to Bubbles, I think it came out the same time, I'm not sure. It's called Front Lit, and it's like Bubbles, but it's a lot more amber and warm. And this has got loads of glitters inside, including green glitter, red glitter, gold glitter. It's a really fun shade. And it is a tiny bit drying and gritty, but I think a lot of MAC lipsticks are quite drying. But I think it's worth it, and I do wear this by itself. It really lightens up your lip, but in a very warm toned way. And this is also probably very good for layering as well, so love that. And this one is quite similar. It's very frosty. I think this is permanent, and this is called Frou. And this is the same idea, but this one is a bit more beige toned. So it gives a really sophisticated frosty lip. And it's a bit difficult to wear by itself, but I do wear it by itself, especially layered up with some nude lipsticks. So that one's really good as well. Not quite as nice as Front Lit, but quite good as well. Next one I don't think I should really dwell on. I mentioned it so many times. It's limited edition, and it's from Style Warriors. Really like the packaging. And this is called Brave New Bronze. It's just the perfect nude. It's got just the right mix of pink and brown. And I think it looks really good on various different skin tones, and it's just really useful to have. Good texture as well. The next one used to be my everyday lip colour for ages and ages. This is a matte, and it's called Kinda Sexy, and it's from their regular line. And this is a really easy to wear nude. It's very peachy pink, and if you can't wear nude lipsticks, try this. And it lasts a really long time and makes lips look really full, so I love that one. Lavender Whip, of course, limited edition, really famous. This is a really good lipstick because although it looks really interesting and adventurous, it actually goes on a nice soft pinky purple, which is surprisingly easy to wear. It's my favourite packaging ever, and I've kept it in the box. And it's of course Heatherette. And this one is Lollipop Loving, and it's quite similar to Front Lit and all those frosty shades. It's another frosty shade, but the packaging is amazing. And this has also got very interesting green glitter bits, and it's a peachy, frosty sheer shade. Really easy to wear. It doesn't give you much colour, but it does give you some frostiness and sparkle, so really good shade to have. But mainly a favourite because the packaging is just so brilliant. And then lastly, I've got two red shades. And this one is Port Red, which came out with Naughty Nauticals. And this has been my favourite go-to red ever since. And the reason I really like this is because it's a very warm red, but also mainly because it's a frost. Red can tend to close off your mouth and make it look quite thin. But because this is a frost and it's got a sort of golden frost to it, it actually makes your lips look quite full and quite classic, and it's a ruby slippers red, really good red colour. And then finally, also in its packaging, because I really like the outside packaging, but I hate the inside packaging, and this is of course MAC Venomous Villains, and this one is Heartless, which I wasn't going to get, but it had the best texture of all the lipsticks. And although this was a bit more pricey, if I recall, they put their prices up for the Disney collection, this one just goes on like a high-end lipstick, almost like my Guerlain favourite lipsticks, because it's really, really creamy. And I've only worn this once. I've got a video of me wearing Heartless, and it's just a really neutral red, very classic, but the texture is very, very creamy, very easy to wear, comfortable on the lips. And this is an amplified finish, so maybe that's why it's such a good texture. And on the whole, I have to admit that my favourite lipstick is definitely Guerlain Le Rouge G de Guerlain, and none of these really compare to that in terms of texture, but of course MAC have got the best colour selection, so can't argue with that. But I thought I'd do as a quick postscript to this video a little giveaway, and when I went to Guerlain recently and spent a small fortune, I got given a few freebies, and this is one of them. And it's a card, and inside you've got these 4 shades of lipstick with a brush, and these do actually last quite a few days, so it should give you an idea of the texture and a few of the colours. They do have more colours, of course, but you'll get a good mix here. So if anyone's interested in winning that, just comment below and I'll do it as a random.org sort of mini giveaway, I suppose. So just comment below, and if you're interested in winning this, just put a little comment about how you'd like to try the Guerlain Rouge G, and I hope you enjoyed that and found it useful. Thanks very much for the tag, and I tag, as that cop-out goes, I tag anyone watching this who wants to do it, because I'm not very good at thinking off the top of my head. By the way, IMATS is on Sunday, so if anyone's going, please let me know, because I'm going to be there, so I would love to meet anyone going. Hope you have a good weekend and speak to you all soon. Bye.